Okay, so we're just going to jump right ahead into this tutorial. I'm going to be doing a everyday makeup look using nothing but brushes. I actually have not opened any of these brushes, so I'm curious to see how well they work. As everybody knows, the drugstore, they play no games when it comes to this makeup game. Really, a lot of their products can hold up to higher end brands, and most of my actually all of my brushes are from the drugstore. I own e.l.f. and Real Techniques, brushes like that, so I'm really curious to see how these hold up. So I'm going to use the angle brush as well as the brow and lash comb. I feel like this goes on a little bit, it feels a little bit rougher than like your spoolie that you would get at the end of your brow pencil. So I'm going to use Brow by Benefit in the color number 6. I wouldn't recommend using the angle brush for applying cream gel eyebrow products. Most of the product was getting stuck in the brush. So I'm going to carve out my eyebrows using the small concealer brush. Let's see how this baby works. It's nice and pretty stiff, so this is perfect to carve out your eyebrows with. I'm just going to start off with a transition color from the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place. Have not really dug into this palette that much, but I am looking forward to making some videos with this palette because the colors are beautiful. I'm going to use this color right here as my transitional shade. Okay, so my camera died. So what I was saying before it died, I was using Embark by MAC, and I'm just using that in my crease. It might be a little too dark, so I might warm it up with a different color. But for now, we're just going to continue as is. So I've been dying to try Colourpop eyeshadows, and today I'm going to use Cheap Date. I don't want it to be too pigmented. I know for these shadows, the best way to apply this is your finger, and I'm just like lightly tapping the eyeshadow. I'm not trying to pick up too much because I want to control how much product goes on the lid. I have to switch to the pinky. So I'm going to use this small eyeshadow brush to try to get a little. Ooh wee. I mean, y'all gotta be careful with Colourpop eyeshadows if you never tried it before, because I barely touched the eyeshadow with the brush, and some product came up. Drugstore brand brushes are bomb. Like, you really don't have to spend, an arm and a leg for some brushes. Like matte brushes, I mean, damn, one of their brushes cost, this whole bundle pretty much. Like, when I first got into makeup, and you're watching a whole bunch of videos and stuff, you want to kind of like buy what everybody's buying, and most of the people that I was following, they work for MAC, and they're like, oh yeah, we got the MAC 218. I don't even know if that's a brush. And I go to look, and they don't even have a brush set. I'm like, ooh, or a nice affordable one. I'm like, child, please. And I just got stuff from the drugstore, and I've been using drugstore brushes ever since. I honestly normally don't use anything too crazy as a brow bone highlight, but I think I'm going to go in with, this is the Morphe 350 palette, and the second row, third eyeshadow from the left. I think I'm going to use this color right here as a brow bone highlight. For my face, I'm going to use the Shea Moisture African Black Soap Problem Skin Moisturizer. It's a thick cream, but it's actually very lightweight. What it does is it balances like oily to combination skin, as well as promotes a smooth, shine-free finish. And it's excellent under makeup. So I thought this would be great as a moisturizer and a primer. It's like a 2-in-1 because it fights like oily skin, which is great. So this is mainly all that I use, and it gets like really like tacky and stuff. Like you cannot apply this stuff on with a dry face. Like your face has to be like damp. So immediately after you wash it, or like spray like some of your favorite setting spray on your face, and then go in and use it. Alright, so I'm just going to let that sit in for a little bit. Then we're going to move on to the face. I'm going to shake this up a little bit. I always like to put some on the back of my hand. Like one pump, really. And let's go ahead and I like to kind of dab the brush a little bit into the foundation. And then I just like to just like dot it all over my face. Alright, so I mean it applied it nicely. I feel like it absorbed the product a little bit. You see a lot of product in that one little spot. Oh, I must say I'm so used to using like dark colored hair brushes, so I guess like the only con to it, since it is white, your brushes look dirty. You know, they look extremely dirty compared to a brush that is a lot darker. You won't see all of your product on there. So that is it for that. I think it is, I mean, it blended it out nicely, so it's really nice. I like it. I do prefer a firmer, a little bit more of a firmer brush. Why is that word sounds so weird coming out my mouth? I prefer a firmer brush when I am applying foundation than this one. I would say it is so soft that this brush would be good for like applying like powder and stuff. Don't know how it will work with cream. Might be kind of hard to move some of that cream around considering how soft it is what I'm thinking. And since I already used that one concealer brush for my eyebrows, which I could use it, but you really don't want to mix too many of your products together, I'm going to go in with the larger concealer brush to color correct. And you know, one thing I would say I like about the brush is that it has like a little spot where your finger can be easily placed, which is cool. Let's see, can it pick up some of the product? I'm gonna go in with this orange shade. Got some on the brush. So I'm just going to use the foundation brush, really soft, and I'm just going to apply. I'm going to mix these two shades in the middle. I'm just going to go in with the contour brush. I don't see like a smaller powder brush, only have like the bigger one. That would be great to have like a smaller powder brush though. So I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face using MAC Mineralize Skin Finish and Deep Dark. This thing is dark deep, really don't matter. This thing is so old, it's in an old packaging. I thought about just throwing it away and just getting another one. I mean, it's old. I'm pretty sure it's past its shelf life, but I haven't broke out. So I'm gonna go in with this large powder brush. It didn't say large, but I call it large because it is big. And I'm going to set the rest of my face. I will say every now and then I get like a loose brush hair, but it's not coming off like on my face. But I think it might eventually will. Y'all. Oh Lord. All I gotta say is this stuff better come out. Not even a word I want to use right now. Better come out my shirt. Look at this. I don't even know if y'all can see it. Just let the mark. Damn. You know what? Has anybody had like issue with like elf packaging and stuff? They products falling apart. Yes, girl, you looking good, y'all. All right, so that is all right. So I'm done with powdering and all that other kind of good stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and finish the rest of my eyes. And since I want to use their angled eyeliner brush, or bent liner brush, I'm just going to use a gel liner and let's see how well this will apply liner. And Slick, you know what? I'm gonna try because I really like the NYC liquid eyeliner. Unfortunately, they are discontinuing this. Like, you can still buy it in certain areas, but it costs more. So somebody said a dupe is NYX. NYX has a dupe. Excuse me. So I'm just going to wipe the product on this brush. So what I wanted to do next is I just want to apply a little bit more gold to my eyelids. I have a mess. Ugh. These brushes are everywhere. So I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Cheap Date from Colourpop. Such a pretty color. I'm just going to bring it up just a little bit more. Like, I do have headed lids, and baby, I been wanting y'all to see this color. Alright, so I'm just gonna blend out what I just did. I'm going to mix both of the two colors, the brown colors. So I'm just gonna go back in with a small eyeshadow brush and the same colors that I used in my crease. I'm just going to run it along my bottom lash line. Alright, now that that is done, we're gonna move on to finishing the rest of the face. I'm just gonna contour a little bit with Shea Moisture's Mandalay Dusk. They actually recently just changed the name. They kind of took away the first name and it's just called Dusk now. But if you have Mandalay Dusk or Dusk, it's actually the exact same thing. And let's not get into this Shea Moisture controversy. We don't want to get into that. That is not what this video is about. So look, I already got these products. I'm going to use them. And that is that. So let's contour. Blush. Let's put on a little bit of blush. I'm going to use the blush brush. This baby is soft. All these brushes are really soft, and that could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what you like. Excuse me, for like blending and stuff, that's really nice, but for applying like my foundation, especially like the flat top brush, I preferred it to be a little bit more firmer. But yes, I mean, these are some pretty damn good brushes. So for blush, I'm going to go in with Romantic Rose by Milani. I really don't like blushes too much, but I really like this blush. I would say the only thing I don't like about it is it smells, it got a really bad chemical smell. I don't know what that is. I really don't like the smell of this blush. I'm gonna try the stippling brush to apply some highlight because that fan brush, I ain't getting nowhere. I feel like I'm gonna rub off all the makeup on my face. And I'm gonna go in with a Gold Deposit by MAC. Alright guys, I am back and here is the finished look. I'll fix my camera. So yes, as far as the brushes, they blend well, they apply well. The brushes are fabulous. Wet n Wild did a really great, a really good job with the brushes. So you can achieve a beautiful face using drugstore brushes. The brushes retail for, I got the bundle, 17 brushes come with a set, and you pay $28.99, I believe. If you're not a fan of everything, or you know, if you don't need certain brushes, then you can buy these individually. They are $2.99, I believe, which is a really great price. For these brushes, especially in a great quality. They're vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free, so I mean, you can't really go wrong with getting these brushes. I would say the only thing that is probably a dislike of mine about the brushes is that it's white. And it can get, you can see visible dirt in your brushes might stain. So I think over time my brushes are going to look really dirty. So overall, I think these brushes are most definitely worth the purchase. You really do not have to splurge that much to get this look, or any look, matter of fact. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you find it very helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I don't know what time of day it is, but have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon. Bye.